The question is, a cone of base 50 mm diameter and axis 80 mm long has one of its generators on the HP. A plane containing the generator and the axis is perpendicular to HP and inclined at 45 degree to VP. Now consider the three-dimensional representation of the question. So this one is the case of a cone. Now we have to construct two perpendicular planes VP and HP, vertical plane and horizontal plane, and it is given that the cone is resting on one of its generators. Then the plane containing the generator and axis makes an angle 45 degree to the vertical plane. This is the condition. So first of all, here we have to consider, we have to place the cone in this manner, and we can mark the points, base coordinates as 1 2 3 4 etc. Then the vertex as O. We consider the center point of the base can be represented as P. Then the line joining vertex O and P will be the axis of the cone. In order to get the front view corresponding to initial position, we have to observe the object from front side, then project all the base coordinates, project all the base generators into this vertical plane, then project the vertex into the vertical plane, join all these points. We will get one triangle, and that will be the front view corresponding to initial stage. And for getting the top view, we have to observe the object from top side. We will get one circle on the HP. So this one is the top view corresponding to initial stage. Then in second stage, we have to tilt this cone in such a way that this one is lying in one of its base generators. So if we mark the points here, we can see that this point, that is 10 O dash, 10 dash O dash will be the one generator, and we have to place that generator 10 dash O dash here. Then observe this cone from front side. We will get one triangle like this, which is obtained by projecting all the base points and vertex into the vertical plane. Now this triangle, this one represents the front view corresponding to the second stage. Then for getting top view, we have to observe from top side, then project all the base points into the vertical plane and vertex into the vertical plane. Then we will get another figure like this. This one represents the top view corresponding to the second stage. Then in final stage, the axis of the cone, that is the line joining the vertex and the center of the base point, makes angle 45 degree to the vertical plane. Now it will be in this direction. Here this angle is the angle line joining the vertex and the center of the base, that is the axis, that makes 45 degree with the vertical plane. And again here also, for getting the top view, we have to observe the object from front side, and this one, and this is the base area corresponding projection to base, and this one represents the projection corresponding to the vertex. Now join all these points. Now this figure represents the final front view. Again similarly, for getting top view, we have to observe the object from top side. Now this is visible, and it can be, the base area can be projected to the horizontal plane, and the vertex is to be projected to the horizontal plane. Join all these lines. Now this one represents the final top view of the cone. Now we have to represent this three-dimensional geometry into this 2D plane, and which will be the required answer. First of all, consider the intersection of this vertical plane and horizontal plane, and that is the XY line represented by a straight line. Then draw one circle having diameter 50 mm. Then mark the points 1 2 3 4 etc. 10 11 and 12 can be obtained by dividing 12 equal number of parts in. Then mark that points. Then again here we can mark the points P and O. O will be the vertex and P is the center of the base. Now this one represents the top view of the first stage. Then for getting the front view corresponding to this one, we have to project all these points into 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 xy line perpendicular lines. We have to draw perpendicular lines which can be represented by dotted lines. And then in question it is given that the height of the cone is 80 mm. Now we have to mark a point which is at a distance 80 mm from the xy line, and then the point which is passing through the center, and that will be o dash. We can mark the point o dash, then mark all the base points here, then join base points and the vertex. Now this triangle represents the front view corresponding to the initial stage. Now in second condition it is given that the cone is resting on one of its base generators. Here we have marked that generator as 10 dash o dash. Now it is lying in the horizontal plane with its generator 10 dash o dash. Now take all dimensions from the front view. We can mark all these points here. In that manner we will get the points 10 dash 1 dash 4 dash o dash. So these dimensions are directly, that means 4 dash o dash 10 dash o dash 1 dash o dash etc. All these dimensions are obtained from the front view of the first position. Then mark all these corners, all these points, then join all these points, which will give another triangle. This is the front view corresponding to the second stage. Now in order to get the top view, we have to project all these points in the downward direction. Again, for completing this figure, we have to project the top view points in the rightward direction. The intersection of corresponding lines will give the respective base points and the vertex. Now we can join all these base points, and which will give one shape like this. Then we'll get the point O1. So all these points are, O1 is obtained by joining O and O dash. Similarly 10 1 is obtained by joining 10 and 10 dash. 7 1 is obtained by joining 7 and 7 dash. P1 is obtained by joining P and P dash. 4 1 is obtained by joining 4 and 4 dash. 1 is obtained by joining 1 and 1 dash. And complete this figure. So this figure represents the final top view of the question.